What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. We've been live streaming for, let's actually see how long we've been live streaming for. 6 hours and 18 minutes. Not bad, not bad. And we've got a brand new Blue Eyes card among us. Well, actually two, looks like. A Blue Eyes monster, and actually this is way throwback. Remember pairings? Remember how randomly they were picked? This is awesome translation from the show into a card. It makes me really excited for the new legendary duelist. It does seem to be confirmed the new Kaiba pack is a legendary duelist, aka duelist pack 20 for them. So that is exciting in and of itself. So it's really cool to see this translated into a card. I'm excited. I hope it's good. Let's go ahead and read some cards. Blue Eyes Solid Dragon. Ooh, solid. It's got kind of rainbowy wings. It's a 2500, so maybe something similar to its counterpart that banishes spell and traps. Level 8 Light Dragon effect monster. Attack 2500, defense 2000. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn each. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, negate that monster's effect. So instead of like banishing a spell or trap, negating an effect, at least it's kind of a trigger by the summon, so you can do this on your opponent's turn if you were to bring it out on your opponent's turn. I guess there's some practical effects there, but at 2500 attack, it's not really boasting that Blue Eyes Dragon Breath on them. Tight. Let's read the second effect. When an opponent's card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can shuffle this card from the field into the deck. And if you do, special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. Why was I expecting it to somehow stop it? Its first effect is actual negation, like negate the effect kind of thing. The second effect, and it has to be on something. Why does this feel backwards? The quick effect I feel like should stop a negate, and the summon, I don't know. Maybe you could shuffle something back and summon a Blue Eyes. This feels backwards somehow. I feel like the quick effect should be negation, perhaps, for Blue Eyes. Something they need to bring them back to the competitive forefront. And instead, it feels a little weird, right? Right? Hey, you're activating an effect. Cool, let me summon a Blue Eyes. That's a Kaiba-ish thing to do, right? Though, if I'm not crazy. Okay. We're cool. We're cool. Let's go to the Bingo Machine Go-Go! Normal spell card. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. Reveal a total of 3 cards from your deck from one or both of the following categories to your opponent, and have your opponent randomly add one of them to your hand. Shuffle the rest into the deck. Welcome to another thing of, hey, how do you want to decide how to randomly do it? I'll roll the dice to be fair. Nah, I want to pick. Looks for hollow foil bins. Good luck agreeing on what random is. Blue Eyes Monsters, or a spell/trap card that specifically lists the card name Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, except Bingo Machine Go-Go. How many trap cards mention these cards? Is there something coming? It feels like those Necros cards, right? They mentioned trap, and we never got Necros traps. Like, that's what I'm feeling like. But maybe there's something to specifically list them. I mean, you can at least select multiple of the same name. It doesn't say they have to be different cards, so you can guarantee, like, early on, get yourself an alternative dragon. That's kind of cool. This is pretty cool. Yeah, let's actually go on over to our dueling book layout and see what this specifically actually works with. I am somewhat curious. So, deck constructor, Blue Eyes, and description, Blue Eyes, and what are they trying to prevent, you know, with, oh, ignore this deck. It's a deck building challenge, by the way, YouTube. What are they trying to prevent? Let's see here. Blue Eyes monster. It specifically has to be Blue Eyes White Dragon, huh? Or Ultimate. So let's thin us a little more. Chaos Form and Burst Stream. Really? Nice selection. More importantly, we have alternative stone, I guess. If we're playing cards of consonants, that's a little more security. This card's a little worse than I thought, maybe. Let's see if there's anything different that pops up for Ultimate. We got Neutron Blast. Oh, boy. Target a fusion summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. You control this turn. It can make a second attack and third attack during the battle phase. Also, when it attacks, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated. So, oh boy, a Neutron Blast Searcher if you got 3 of them in your deck. And if not, you already drew it. Whoa. This only searches or monsters, right? Oh, man. This is interesting. Specifically, Blue Eyes White Dragon or alternative. So those are our options. And let me see the first thing. Blue Eyes Monster. So any Blue Eyes monster, anything with blue eyes in the name, that's kind of a bigger variety. So it gives you options, which is always nice. If you're playing a Chaos Max deck, it's another way to either piece, right? Blue Eyes Chaos Max is a Blue Eyes monster. You can get your Chaos form if you already were missing it and you had it. Okay, so like, it's not as bad as I'm initially thinking, right? Like, you take this card and you add consistency to a deck that its problems are inconsistencies overall, and then you have some really cool replay fodder with Neutron Blast. But its main focus here, I think, is going to be alternative dragon. Let's be real for a second, which was already searchable by Melody, but I feel like maybe a struggle for this deck is always getting it out and getting to the rank 8s, right? Like, your goal at the end of the day is either to synchro into a Spirit, or you want to get yourself to an Xyz and go for something that, you know, doesn't really work as well, 2K18, like the Goliath summon off Arc Brave. Yeah, they're okay-ish. I'm a little disappointed. Let's see what the chat has to say. Also, you can use 3 of 1 by the wording. Yeah, I was saying that. You can, like, search 3 alternatives, right? But they use the normal. A pure Blue Eyes deck is better than a Chaos. Okay, so you guys are just arguing that point. Doesn't have to be Blue Eyes White Dragon. Read in the description. No, I'm talking about this. That's specifically a spell and trap card that specifically lists the card name Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. It's not Blue Eyes Monster. Like, for the monster cards, you can pick Blue Eyes monsters. But in the spell and trap zones, you specifically need a Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in the card text. Listed in the so it does have to be specifically in description. It doesn't have to be what are your Blue Eyes monsters? Yes, I said monsters. I said you can search alternative. I think you guys aren't understanding me here. I said you could. This card's main use seems to be to search alternative, to go into stuff like Dark Matter Dragon, or to go into big rank 8 plays, the big boy plays, which helps the consistency. Don't get me wrong, this is good. But then, if you want any further use, you've got to play cards you probably normally want. Like, do you really want a chance of Dragon Spirit of Light to hand? Or do you really want a chance of, like, the White Stone of Legend? Like, maybe if you're playing a card of consonants build now, but you're still, like, gonna draw these and not draw cards of consonants, and that's the initial problem with it. So, like, you're not playing Maiden in 2K18, you're still getting punched by Utopia. You're not playing the Paladin of White Dragon, most likely, in a competitive build. It's cool that it helps with the cheese builds, but the only specific card, when you search Ultimate, that you can even get is Neutron Blast, which... it's a stretch to say you could build anything competitive with Neutron Blast, but I'm sure we'll get some cool replays. Yes, oh my gosh. Oh no, you're right. You cannot search White Stone of Legend. Actually, good thing catching that in the video. I was thinking you can only search the spells or Blue Eyes monsters. You're right, I cannot. You cannot search it. That's spell or trap. So you actually can't White Stone. Okay, so our targets for this card literally are... you can't search Dragon Spirit either. Our targets end up being Blue Eyes Alternative, Burst Stream of Destruction, Chaos Form, and Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon, actually. Now that we understand, we have 1, 2, so far, 3, I guess some of the new cards maybe, you know. Yeah, Blue Eyes Solid Dragon, so there's another one, and the new Blue Eyes Mini Ritual. So well, maybe throughout this it'll get better. But currently, it's slightly disappointing. It's currently slightly disappointing. Thanks for watching, guys. And sorry for anything that got a little froggy. Dragon Spirit is always considered a Blue Eyes monster? Wait, oh, okay, so you can. My correction, so you do have something else. Like I said, are you really going to want the chance of it being added to hand? Maybe if you have Trade-in or something. I don't know. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential real targets. You can't even get Maiden or anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Neutron Blast. Woo. And then the new cards. So that's maybe 8 so far. We'll see what else they're coming out with.